welcome to this week's Steam Culture, where we take steam and culture and we put them together so you can see how they're relevant. Well, this week we have a couple of interesting things to talk about. Now, in 2000, artist Paul Guinan created a fictional robot called Boilerplate, and as you can see, aptly named because he kind of looks very mechanical and like a boiler. Well, he created a fictional website and he would Photoshop Boilerplate and put him in significant historical events like the Spanish-American War with Pancho Villa and Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders, and people started to think that maybe that actually happened in history. Luckily, most people don't actually think that it happened, but that was a thing for a while. Well, it turns out the Boilerplate had a predecessor called the Steam Robot or the Steam Man. So in the mid-1800s, two separate patents were filed, one by a Canadian and one by an American, to build this Steam Man, or what they called a steam robot. Now, as you can see, it was designed to pull what was a horse-drawn carriage, and they replaced it with boiler horsepower. So inside the man, his whole upper torso is a boiler. Inside the cavity of his torso, there is an actual fired boiler. Now, the exhaust from the combustion goes out the top hat, and the exhaust from the steam engine that sits below the boiler comes out his nose. Now, that steam engine would generate anywhere from a half to a full horsepower, and it would drive the gear and the linkage that would drive the legs. The intent was that the driver of the wagon had some kind of control device. I saw one that had levers and one that had a wheel that would switch back and forth, and it would drive the legs back and forth on pistons that were using the steam. So that is absolutely crazy. I wish it was invented. Never really took off. I guess you could say that it never had any real steam pressure behind it. Finishing off with something good for you. So maybe you knew about the Steam Robot or the Steam Man, but if you didn't, you do now because you watch Steam Culture. Good for you. Go out and Google the Steam Robot, and while you're out there, go find us, because you know we crank the content out for you each and every week. You can watch this show, you can watch older episodes, you can go and watch The Boiling Point if you really want to learn something super technical about boilers and steam related things. So, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week.